What's up, Vandals? Welcome back to Graphic Vandalism. This is Johnny Alpha back with a new recommendation coming from Dark Horse Comics. This book, of course, is Kill All Monsters, written by Michael May with art by Jason Copeland, and it will be released on July 19th, 2017. I'm not gonna lie, I am new to both of these creators, and I've only read one other book with Copeland's art, but this team up of up-and-comers really made a lasting impression on me with this awesome and fun giant monster bash. The world that May and Copeland create for this book is one with an alternate history that sees the world overrun with giant kaiju after the use of nuclear weapons in World War II. As we see, humanity had been depleted and beaten back, but there was still one hope: the ADF, an African military unit with a plan to make giant robots and take our planet back. The story for this book starts out with a really awesome mech versus kaiju fight between our three protagonist mech pilots and some giant monsters in the ruins of what was once Paris, France. This was meant to be their first away mission from Africa, so they could assess the kaiju situation in the rest of the world, but the giant monsters had other plans for them. During their battle, one of the mechs gets badly damaged, and the trio have to seek refuge in the ruins of the city to wait for a mechanic and for their backup to arrive. While on the streets, our heroes discover that Paris is overrun with smaller man-sized monsters, the likes of which they had never seen in Africa. They get rescued by a team of human survivors who live beneath the streets in the Paris catacombs. While down in the catacombs, they come across a lab full of new equipment, which is really odd because Paris had been completely destroyed decades ago. They find some computer hard drives and decide to take them back to their mechs to see what is on them. While checking out their hard drives and their mechs, they are attacked by some more kaiju, but they get saved by their backup, a new autonomous AI mech named Archer who was bringing them their mechanic. Our heroes are successful and they totally crack the hard drives. They discover they belong to a group called Pax Monstorum, and through the hard drives, they learn the Pax Monstorum are breeding the kaiju to try and make new and more dangerous monsters in an attempt to try and stop mankind from reclaiming the Earth and do more damage than we have already done to the world. With all three mechs now in working order, our three heroes and archers set out to find and stop Pax Monstorum. And this is where the book and the adventure really kick into high gear, with many really cool twists and turns and lots of really awesome mech versus monster fights. And I have to say, I really like the character Archer. Since I was a kid, I loved the movie Short Circuit, and Archer really reminds me of Johnny Five from that movie. I also really enjoy that this book is fun for all ages. It's a book a grown person can read and love, but it is also very innocent, so a parent could totally have a blast reading this to their kids. The book also contains two really fun side stories that really helps load this book with awesome, as the book really is a long and very fun reading experience at over 300 pages long. Michael May writes what is, in my opinion, one of the best and most fun westernized mech slash kaiju stories, full of fun, lovable characters, cool plot twists, and lots of monster fight action, and I really would like to see more from him in the future. And Copeland's art is very exceptional. All the robots have distinct looks, and his action scenes are very clear. You can always tell who is who and what they are doing. I really cannot say enough great things about this book, and I really urge you guys to pick it up when it drops on July 19th. Any fan of Godzilla or Ultraman should really love this book. This was Johnny Alpha from Graphic Vandalism saying, don't stop reading.